Hello everyone, welcome back. Folks, I'm Juan. I am your trainer and your group fitness instructor. We have an awesome chair strength class today. Folks, before we begin any class, like I always ask, I want you to please take a moment, scan head to toe. How are you feeling? Is there any area that might need a little extra love, a little extra attention? If there is, please give that to yourself. In today's class, we will be using our hand weights. We will be using our bands. We may get to the ball, but the ball is a big maybe. I ask that you do have a bottle of water handy. Mine is over there, off camera. And we're going to take the whole class in our seat. Folks, let's sit up nice and tall, engage in our core, and let's start to march in place. As we march, take a moment to check in on your posture. Are you sitting upright? Is your chest lifted? Is your spine neutral? I hope the answer to all of those questions is yes. Folks, with this march, let's march, tap forward, forward, back, back. I'm keeping myself just on the balls of my feet, so I'm never actually letting the heels touch down. Now let's take the march out, out, in. Bring it to just a march in place, just right here. Keep marching. I'm going to raise the volume on this just a little bit. Folks, we're going to have 3 marches, and we're going to hold one knee up. 1, 2, 3, left knee stays up. Again, 1, 2, 3, right stays up. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's continue this pattern. At this point, you're really going to feel your lower abdominals working. Your hip flexors are really working. Yeah, right? You should feel your heat building. We are warming up. 3, 2, 1, pause with that knee up. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Nice. Rest both feet on the floor, one hand on each thigh. I'd like you to take a deep breath here. With the exhale, drop your chest towards your lap. Inhale as you roll it up. Again, exhale down into your lap. Inhale as you push off of your thighs and you roll it up. Now, sitting up nice and tall, again, keeping your abdominals braced, I want 2 big arm circles. We're going from the center coming out. Right arm, you're going to reach diagonally and across. Pull that elbow back. Again, we reach. Pull the elbow back. 2 circles. Left arm, we're going to reach. Pull the elbow. Again, we reach. Pull. 2 circles. With each repetition, I want you to increase your range of motion just a little bit. Reach. Pull the elbow. Again, right side, we reach. Pull. 2 circles. Left arm, we reach. Good. Back to our lower body, bringing back those marching in place. We're going to count them off. 1, 2, 3, we pause. 3, 2, 1, and pause. 1, 2, 3, pause. 3, 2, 1. Pause. Keep going. Back to those arm circles. Big, big. Right arm. Reach. Pull, reach, 2 circles. Make them really big. Left arm, reach. And reach, 2 circles. Right arm, reach. And reach, 2 circles. Left arm, reach. And reach, march. Let's march front, front, back, back. Out, out, in. Side, side, in. Front, front, back, back. Left foot takes the lead. You saw what I did there? Out, out, in. 2 arm circles. Right arm, reach. Add that lateral flexion in your spine, 2 circles. Left arm, reach. And reach, 2 circles. With the reach, again, I want you to laterally flex through your spine. Really going for an increased range of motion. Left arm, reach. Reach, and hold everything in place. Just sit up nice and tall. Heart rates are probably elevated. I know mine is. Check in with yourself. How are you feeling? Tap your toes. Focus on your breath and just tapping your toes. I don't know about you, but I feel like I am nice and warm, ready to jump into the workout. I hope you feel the same way. All right, folks, lower body. We're going to reach down and grab one of our hand weights. Remember that if you don't have dumbbells for your weights, you can use bottles of water, you could use canned food, or you could just skip having the weight altogether and just use body weight. Any of the above work. Probably not all of the above at the same time anyway. All right, folks, we are going to place one weight in the center of our right thigh. I want you to rest the weight on your thigh. Your right hand is just going to be placed gently above it. All we're doing here is we're keeping this weight in place. Left hand holds on to the side of the chair. Extend your right leg out. Flex at the heel so your toes are pointing back, and you're just going to lift. Slowly release down. Lift. Keep your spine neutral. Keep your abs braced. One more. Hold it right here, small pause. And release. Nice work. Let's take this weight, place it on our left leg. Take a moment, catch your breath. Okay, let's, with our right hand, hold on to the side of the chair. The point in holding on here is that I want you to have a place to support your back. If you do feel like you're going to start slouching, rather than allow yourself to slouch and round in that lower back, I want you to really grip the side of the chair so it helps support yourself in this neutral spine position. Left leg extended out, flex at the ankle so your toes are pointing up. We lift, slowly release down. 9. We've got 5 remaining. I'm warm. One last one. Nice work, bring that leg in. Let's place that weight on the floor. Take a moment. Just breathe. Folks, this next exercise, we're going to bring our attention to our inner thighs. So what we're going to do is we're going to step, and together we're bringing our legs to the middle. Now, what I want you to focus on while doing this is not only keeping your core engaged and a neutral spine, but most importantly, I want you to focus on keeping your ankle, knee, and hip moving in alignment with one another. So we're here, flat feet on the ground, you squeeze together. Now, if you're on carpet or like a plush rug or something that gives you a lot of resistance, then you have to kind of, use your lower abdominals and your hip flexors a little to support the legs up a bit while you slide together, okay? Again, inner thigh action here, let's go. We're going open, open, bring it together. We're going for a total of 10. We've got 4 done. That should be 10 right there. Folks, hands on each thigh. All I want is alternating toe taps. So you're going to lift your toes as high as you can, really focusing your attention on that area, your shins, that area on the front of your lower leg. All right, folks, now scoot forward in your chair. I want you to reach back and grab the back of your chair. Now, I'm talking about the back of your seat. So you're leaning your upper body weight in your arms. You're going to extend your legs out in front and you're just going to lift them together. Tap down. Lift. I want you to focus on keeping a neutral spine while you lift those legs. If lifting extended legs is too much, bend the knees. Still lift bent legs. When you shorten the lever, the amount of work decreases. We've got 3 remaining. Nice work. Sit up nice and tall. That was a nice little core blast. All right, folks. While you catch your breath, perhaps grab your water and reach down and grab your weight. Placing the weight right on the center of your right thigh. Let's start from the top of this circuit. So we're sitting nice and tall. We're at the front edge of our seat. Left hand is holding onto the side of the chair. Extend your leg out, flexing at the ankle, and we lift. Nice work. Bring that leg in. Weight goes onto the left thigh. Right hand holds onto the side of the chair. Extend your left leg out, flexing at the ankle, and let's go. 10, 9, 8. Bring that leg in. Nice work. The weight goes on the floor. Take a breath. 2 or 3. Again, we're back focusing on the inner thigh. Both hands come to the sides of our chair. Keep posture neutral, focusing the attention right in here. Let's go. Step out, out, squeeze together. Halfway. 3, 2, last one. Hands on our thighs, alternating toe taps. So what we're doing here is I'm trying to really challenge your ankle mobility. Oftentimes we don't focus on our shin area, and when it comes to our independence and walking, we have to be able to lift our toes when walking, otherwise we start to shuffle around. And once we begin shuffling, the likelihood of falling increases. So I want that to not increase. So really focus on lifting those toes, focusing on the dorsiflexion of your ankle. I know, your shins are already talking to us, right? Let's let them talk. And break. Just take a little break. We feeling good? Hopefully that's a big bet, yes. Folks, scoot forward in your chair. Right at the edge, reach for the back of the seat. Letting your upper body rest in your arms. Keeping your spine neutral. We're going to extend our legs out in front and we lift. Lift. We have 5 remaining. Last one. Nice work. Sit up nice and tall. How are you feeling? I get it. You're winded. It's okay. Catch your breath. I know I'm warm. I was cold prior to starting to record because we finally got that fall weather, right? But now, feeling very, very warm. All right, folks, that should be a long enough break. Please reach for your one hand weight, one final time. Again, we're going to rest that on our right thigh. Left hand, please grab the side of your chair. Please, again, focus on no flexion in the spine, okay? Keep your spine neutral. Extend your right leg out in front. Dorsiflexion in the ankle. Lift. Lift. We're going to hold this one up and release. Nice work. Put that weight on your left thigh, which means right hand grabs the side of our chair. Extend that leg out. Dorsiflexion in that ankle. Let's lift. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one last one. Hold it, pause, and release. Nice work. Place that weight on the floor. Whew. How are we feeling, folks? You're doing great. It's a lot of work. Stick with me. We're going to sit nice and tall, or sit up nice and tall. Again, we're stepping out, out, sliding our legs together. Right, left, squeeze. Right, left, squeeze. Five remain. Here's 3. Step wide, wide, slide them together. That's 2. One last one. Nice. Place one hand on each thigh. Again, all we're doing is lifting our toes 1 foot at a time. Focusing on that ankle dorsiflexion. Lift and lift. Lift those toes, come on, nice and high. It seems like a throwaway move because it's only one single joint on each foot moving, but it's very important. It's an active recovery, and it's important that we actually do it. So lift the toes, lift the toes, lift the toes. Good, nice job. Now we scoot to the edge of our seat. We're going to reach again for the back of the seat. Now, leaning your upper body into your arms, keeping a neutral spine. Both legs go out in front, and we lift. Tap it down. Five remain, folks. Here's 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice work, sit up nice and tall. You did great. Hopefully you feel really, really good. Folks, grab your water, take a few deep breaths. We're going to move on to our upper body. Folks, hopefully we have caught our breath and we've hydrated. We're moving on, like I said, to our upper body. We will start with our band, so please reach back, grab your therapy band. Sit up nice and tall. Like every exercise, I always encourage that we keep our abs, core braced nice and tight, okay? We want to, at all costs, always, always, always support our spine with our core. We are going to grab the band slightly wider than shoulder distance apart. Start with your arms extended overhead and in front of your face. We're starting from up here and we're going down into a T position. So we lift, bring it down to a T. You should be feeling the area in your upper back, right around your shoulder blades. It's scapular adduction, so you're feeling both of your shoulder blades come together as we make this T. How about 4 more? 4, 3, 2, one last one. Hold this. Now we're going to pulse our arms back. 4, 3, 2, one last one. Nice work. Place the band on the chair behind you. Now carefully reach down, grab both of your hand weights. Okay folks, what I should have said beforehand, anyone, if your shoulders are an area where you are kind of nurturing and being more cautious with, for this next exercise, perhaps try it without any weights, okay? But the move is, I call it thumbs up. So we're gonna start with our thumbs pointing up, arms at the sides of our body, and we're just going to lift into a Y. Then you bring it down. It works the full posterior deltoid, okay? So that's like the full back of your shoulder is what we're working here. Again, it's one of those areas that help us with our posture, but doing this exercise with 2 hand weights can sometimes be a lot for some folks. So if you feel like that might be you, try it without the hand weights. If you are doing it with the weights, just join me. But all of us, hands are down, thumb is still pointing in the up direction. We're going up to a Y. Slowly releasing down. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one last one. Nice work. Rest those weights on your thighs. Take a few deep breaths. Still sitting up nice and tall. We're bringing our attention out to our biceps. Both weights come down at the sides of your body. Your palms are facing in towards your body, and we're going to alternate hammer curls. What's important here is that your elbows remain somewhat glued to the side of your body. So it's only, your arm is only moving from your elbow joint. On this one, your shoulder gets a break. So we lift, left, lift. Alternating lifts. Folks, we're halfway. So close, we're almost there. Keep alternating, let's go. This is our last one. Right, finish it left. Nice work, let's place our weights on the floor. Nice, how are you feeling? Pretty good? We have a 30-second cardio blast. All I want is for you to make fists, and you're gonna throw jabs in my direction. Don't start yet, I want to get the clock ready. We go in 3, 2, 30-second jabs, let's go. Ten seconds remain. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Well done. Take a few deep breaths, folks. Now, I don't know when you may find an opportunity to actually use that jab throwing. But a little cardio and a little powerful movement never hurt anybody, right? Now, I don't expect for you to fight with each other. If you want to have your own fight club, let me know. Maybe we can create a ring and we'll do it. No, we won't. Just kidding. All right, folks. We're going to begin at the top again. Please reach for your band. Again, we start with our arms up in a Y position. We bring it down to that T position. On our first set, we had both of our arms slightly wider than shoulder distance apart. If that felt too easy for you, I would like for you to please bring your arms or bring your grip a little closer to one another. If that felt too difficult, you're going to bring your hands wider, right? So we all have slightly different bands, so you get to pick which feels better for you. But we start with our arms up overhead and bring it to that T position. Here's 9. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one last one. Hold it here. We pulse back 5 times. Pull those arms back. 5, 4, 3, 2, one last one. Nice work. Good job. This band goes behind us on the chair again. Now remember, the next move is our thumbs up move. If just body weight works for you, that's all you'll do. If you want to add a little increased challenge and your shoulders don't mind the added external resistance, then let's all reach for our weights. Okay, arms start at the sides of our body. We're in that thumbs up position. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7. Now be sure not to be flexing in your neck or tensing up at all. It's unnecessary and it's going to create a headache or cramping later. Let's get 4 more, folks. 4, 3, 2, last one. Nice. Place the weights on your thighs. Take a moment. Just recover your breath. I know, it feels like a lot. I know. I agree. It's challenging. Okay. Bring your arms down to your sides. Again, I want your elbows to stay close to your body so that we only work from the bicep. I don't want your shoulders doing any of the work here. Shoulders are only working to stabilize the arm, but they're not lifting. Right arm, let's go. Hammer curl. Left arm. Alternating, keep it nice and smooth. This is our halfway point. Let's count down together from 5. Here's 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one right and last one left. Nice work. Let's place these weights on the floor. Okay. Sitting up nice and tall, core engaged. We have a nice stable position in our lower body. Get ready to throw those jabs. We begin in 3, 2, let's go. You should not be holding your breath. Ten seconds. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Well done. I know, we're all winded, right? It's okay, catch your breath. Maybe roll through your wrists. Maybe we tap our fingers to our thumb. As you're catching your breath, I do want you to pick some type of movement in your upper body, and so that it's an active recovery. folks. Let's finish this circuit. Why not? Let's all reach back and grab our band. Again, we're going from that Y position down to our T. Now, with it being our final set, I'm going to challenge myself. You may choose to as well, challenge a little more. You may choose not to, but I have folded my band in half, and I'm grabbing it at shoulder distance apart. Start with your arms extended overhead and out front, and we go from this Y down to a T. Here's 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one last one. Oh, here we hold it here, we pulse back 5 times. I almost forgot that. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just breathe. Thank goodness we don't have to repeat that again today, right? All right. Take a moment. We're going to finish those thumbs up, right? Really focusing all the work on the posterior deltoid. If you have not tried the weight yet, and you think that you might be able to do it, maybe grab them. If you have weights that are a little heavier, but you want to add some resistance, maybe now you should go grab some canned food. Bottles of water, anything. Whatever you pick, let's grab that now. Okay, the weights start at the sides of our body. Lift your thumbs and we go. Lift. Lift. Here's 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, one last one. Nice, place those weights on your thighs. That was good, right? Again, like I said before, I'm glad that we don't have any more of those to do. But we do have our hammer curls. Start with your arms hanging right at the sides of your body. Your elbows are close to your body. Let's alternate, starting with our right arm. Let's go. Curl. Curl. Five remain, folks. Curl. Curl. 4 more. Two more on each side. And last one each arm. Here's right, and here is left. Nice work. Place those weights at the side of our bodies, or right there on the floor. Final set of jabs. We're going for 30 seconds, starting in 3, 2, let's go. Jab. Halfway. Five, 3, 1, and done. Nice work, everybody. Just catch your breath. Folks, we have one final small little challenge. If you take the aqua classes with me, you know that every once in a while we'll do a flutter kick, right? And if you're in those classes, you know how challenging the flutter kick can be. When we flutter in a seat, it's a lot easier. But also, when we flutter in a seat, we're focusing on the front part of our body and not the back side of our body. What I want everyone to do, scoot to the edge of your seat. And a lot like those leg lifts we did before, you're going to reach and grab the back of the seat with your hands, leaning your upper body into your arms, or you can even let the back of your shoulders touch the back of the chair. What I want you to focus on, though, is not allowing your spine to round. So you have to keep extension in your spine. Legs come out in front, and you're just going to flutter kick. Right here. Join me when you're ready. Hopefully it's soon. I'm going to count down from 15. 15. 14. 13. 12. Keep kicking. 11. 10. 9. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice work. Sit up nice and tall. Whew. Hands on each thigh. Let's just breathe here, folks. As we're breathing, I would like you to take a deep breath. Let your arms come all the way up. Inhale. Exhale. Sweep them down. Again, inhale, arms come up. Exhale, sweep those arms down. Give me a few more. Inhale. Exhale, sweep the arms down. Last one here. Inhale up. Exhale, sweep the hands down. Nice. Keeping your hands on your lap or at the sides of your body. Just roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Now let's reverse the rolling. So we're going to start from the back and roll them forward for 3. Here's 2. One last one. Bringing your legs nice and wide. Left hand on your left thigh. Right arm comes up. And I just want you to bend, giving yourself a lateral body stretch. Don't collapse in your chest. Keep your chest lifted. If it helps, look up into your left or your right elbow. Come back to a neutral position. Left arm comes up as we bend laterally. Again, keeping that chest lifted. Look up into your left elbow. Come on up. Nice work. Bring both of your feet to center. Take a deep breath. Exhale, drop your chest to your lap. Inhale, roll it up. One more. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, roll it up. Let's all rotate our bodies so that our legs are both facing the right side of the room. Now, your right arm is going to come up and just be placed on the back of your chair. Your left leg drops in front of the chair. Both of your legs are at 90-degree angles. I want you to slide this left leg as far back as you can comfortably so that you feel a good stretch in your quadriceps. Now, take your left arm up And I want you to lean laterally into the back of the chair. Sit up nice and tall. Bring your legs together and to the center. Let's do the other side. Both legs come around to the left side of our chair. Your right leg is going to drop in front of the chair. Start by focusing on making sure that both are in about 90-degree angles. Your left arm is on the back of the chair. Now slide your right foot a little further back. Bring your right arm up, and now you're going to bend laterally, reaching into the back side of the chair. Bring that arm down, bring your both feet into the center, facing me. How are we feeling? Pretty good? Folks, let's take our arms out front and give yourself a nice, really big bear hug. Real tight. Rest your elbows down in front of your body, but I want you to feel your shoulder blades really separating here. Feel the back of your shoulders really stretching. Now I have my right arm up on top. I'm going to release the arms, shake them out. Now I'm going to do that again with my left arm on top. Reach both hands far, far back. Crawl your hands, your fingers as far back as you can. Now let your elbows drop in front. This really tight hug, pretend it's me giving you a hug. Real tight, right? Good, release there, shake it out. Folks, do me a favor, take one big final breath with me. Hands go all the way to prayer. We exhale both hands down to heart center. From here, join me in making a heart. I leave you with my love and my respect. Good job today. Thank you for working so hard. I'll see you real soon.